again. Just had a little bit of an issue there a moment ago with um, setting up the round. Just had a bit of a blue screen there, so trying to get things back on track, and hopefully we'll be underway very, very soon. So, like I was saying just before I got cut off, that this is the third round of the Presidents Cup, so we've got one more round to come after this. This one is a team stroke play, so combined uh, stroke play score with your partner versus the other two, and obviously the best score wins. It's very simple, very straightforward. I know the other three guys have actually all played. I'm the last one to get around to it. Just had a bit of a busy few days. Kind of had a bit of a busy few weeks. Um, so I haven't played as much as I'd like to, but still not playing bad. I mean, I've won my first two matches, not overly convincingly. Maybe the first one, yeah, but um, I think more to the fact that I got away with the fact that my partner Eric was really on form and I needed him to be. I chipped in, obviously when it was needed, but yeah, I think maybe we just covered each other very well. Just had to make sure that I actually was still recording. Bum bum bum. Okay, let's try and get this going again. So I do actually like Royal Lytham in St. Anne's. Definitely one of my favourite courses, and I think that actually just comes down to the fact that growing up, I used to watch and re-watch Sevi's win here. So it'd be interesting to see how this one goes. It definitely plays a hell of a lot different than it did back in the 80s, but it's just I've always had that association with it. Um, and from what I can tell and what I've seen from the guys so far, that it's really, really windy, which I'm looking forward to. Anyone who watches the channel, watches videos, knows that I do like a bit of wind. It doesn't necessarily always work out the way I want it to, but I just love the conditions, especially with links courses. Get way more creative, play loads of different type of shots, keep the ball under the wind, and then just have so much fun with it. You can still hit your drivers 290 yards um, if you play around with it right, and then just into the wind, let your irons fly high, drop soft, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to add in the guys here for ghost balls. I'm not going to do turn order because that just what I going to rivals? Damn. Um, yeah, I'm not going to do turn order. Just it takes too long. I already got a blue screen. I don't want to get another one mid round, so I'm going to bail on that idea. So let me see who have we got. There's Pachulio. Well, I already know what the target to hit anyway is. So at least I can see what we have to do. I think my partner's already played. I'm not too sure on that score, but anything under par would be very much appreciated. Make my job a bit easier. That goes the last one. He must have played first, maybe. Okay, nothing there. Oh, come on, game. Surely it doesn't take this long to load a few scores. Perfect. 2 under. Okay. Under par. That's perfect. Okay, so now that we're all set up, ghost balls are all in. I'm just going to crack on with the round. Haven't really played anything since I won my last match, so this could be weird. I played 9 holes in Birkdale. Wasn't really too interested in taking my time with it, and getting through all the intricacies of trying to get warmed up and stuff. I was just hitting shots and make sure that I was at least hitting them well, and as long as I was hitting them well and scoring, it was fine. I was 4 under par for 9 holes without even really trying to do much, so that's a good sign, I suppose. I'm going to take the positives from that. It wasn't as windy, but to be honest, like I said, I kind of prefer the wind, even if I'm not playing as well as I'd like to. But definitely going to give it my all. just got a notification there on my phone actually. Apparently Lee Westwood has withdrawn from the PGA Championship next week with an injury, and he will actually miss the he'll miss major for only the second time since 1997. That's a pretty impressive record. So fair play. Might just actually get the link for this stream, maybe pop it into the channel, see if some of the guys want to hop on and give it a view. I never leave my comment thread on, so I'm never too bothered about that. So let me see, 2 seconds there if you bear with me. First hole is, this is actually one thing I love about where I live in St. Anne's, is that it opens with a par 3. You don't get that in very many courses. I've played, in real life anyway, only one course I think that opened with a par 3, and it's weird because it's like, I don't know, it's not what you're expecting. Usually you start maybe at par 4, par 5, that's what you usually get, but not in this case, which I kind of like. It's different. And who knows, you know what, if you started with a hole in one, that's a great way to start. So I'm just gonna pop this link in here. I'm really taking my time with this today, so just bear with me. Right, okay, so that link has gone into there. Saw there was a comment come in, so I'm gonna have it. Oh, it's from Ian. Good luck, buddy. Cheers, buddy. I'll try and do my best here. Despite the fact you're on the opposite team, I do appreciate it. So 220 yards into a bit of a side wind. So long isn't bad here because it's actually not that hard to chip back. But at the same time, I'd rather not be long. So I might try and just drill this one a little low. Come on, wind. Kick on up. Go on. Go on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Centre of the green though, not a bad place to be. It's kind of in between clubs there. I just put the 2-iron back in the bag. I had it out for Erin Hills, didn't really need it. Same with the 4-wood, there was no need for it. The course is far too long to ever be needing that on par 5s, and the par 4s were never that long enough to need it either. So this is nice to kind of have them back in the bag. I love my 2-iron. Okay, so down 4 inches, it's quite a speedy putt. Well, it will be, even though they're only 148 greens. Okay. Come on, come on. Oh, in she goes. Great way to start the round. 1 under par. Definitely at the positive start that I wanted, that's for sure. Just to make life a bit easier, there is a few tricky holes out there. There's definitely a couple of pin positions that they're definitely going to be tricky in this wind. So it's just about getting as many birdies as we can through the front 9, and should make life a little bit easier on the back. It's a nice little low stinger with the driver, should kick off the back of that hill. And there we go, 294 yards into the wind. Can't really complain about that. Right, so this is definitely going to hold it up. It's just how much. And the other side of it is that it's quite a bit of a backdrop there, or drop off the back. There we go. Get your words right. just trying to maneuver this. So we had the wind pretty okay the last time around, so it's a similar wind. Can we just go ahead and hit this? Probably. Okay, so that, I thought the wind might affect that a little bit more than it did in terms of distance. Probably could have just left it alone and hit it, but the greens are quite slow, so even with a firm bounce I thought it would definitely slow up. But my man T3 just hold his putt, so he's gone to 2 under. So we're looking pretty good so far. Definitely a good start. Be nice if I could hop this one in and make it even better. Oh, and there we go. Alright, 2 for 2. It's a good sign though. I like there's nothing better than being slightly out of position but being able to get yourself back. It's definitely makes things a little bit more fun for sure. There's nothing worse than being out of position and just feeling like you're constantly punishing yourself. Again, just a nice low draw. Give myself way better distance. Like, I mean, I'm assuming those guys are using tour clubs as well. If not, then maybe I'm not actually gaining much. But it definitely makes things a little bit easier when you've just kind of shortened the hole a little bit more than the rest have. So we've got 198 up 3 yards, so 201. If I can get it far enough up the screen, it just releases down, so I think maybe just a little bit. Just don't need that to turn too much. It looks like it has, yeah. Kick right. Get out of the bunker. Nah, that's a mistake. Now that's a poor mistake. Oh, we both went in. Someone just make birdie there? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so somehow it looks like we're on a bit of a downslope. I don't know how that's possible, looking at the kind of angle, but it is what it is. Try and get this to come back towards us would be nice. Oh, is that too far? Come on, spin. Could have done it a bit more than that, but not bad. Oh, bogey for is it? Yeah, it looks like a bogey for both of those guys there. Okay, let's get a look at this. Try and guarantee that par. Don't need to add 2 bogeys to the card, that's for sure. Straight in the middle, that'll do. Okay, first par of the day. I'll take it, considering where we ended up hitting that second shot. Just wind right to left, slope right to left, and then hit a little bit of a draw. Sadly, I think it was always going to go that way. We can be a bit more aggressive here. It's 3. Actually, do we even want to be more aggressive here? That's a... Do you know what? We will. I'll afford myself to be a little bit more aggressive, and yeah, that's not bad at all. Just need to get good control of this wind. And ooh, a bit laggy there, didn't it? Doesn't seem like it's just not as smooth as you'd like it to be. So that's someone's in there nice and close. I wasn't actually paying attention to who that was. Fingers crossed it's Team Trump. So 82 yards away. It's going to play about that 85. Might just throw a little bit onto it. Don't need to throw too much, but that wind is going to move it. How much? I find that it doesn't move it an awful lot with a lob wedge, but I'm just going to take a chance on it. But I want to leave. Oh, I hit it fast. Well, that's going to stay out left anyway. It kind of got away with it. I think the fact that it was a lob wedge is what helped me there. And there we go, in for the birdie. Bit of a get out of jail one there, but it spun back nicely down towards the hole, so that always helps. So for any of the guys there, welcome into the stream. So I'm just on the early part of the round. Definitely off to the start that I was hoping I would. 3 under through the first 4 holes. Definitely the positive start that I wanted. Now I just need to capitalise on that. It's an 18-mile-an-hour wind. I've been hitting draws all day so far, so I'm going to actually just take a quick look at how the ball should release out on the screen if I... Okay, everything falls to the right, so I can afford to be a little bit more generous on that wind. Bit of draw there as well, so that should help it. Has it got enough to get down there? Yeah, it's not bad. I might actually get a line, or might help me get a bit of a read there. That put the ball that's just there to the left. That doesn't look like it's overly breaking too much. Oh, did that break left to right? Oh yeah, slightly different line actually. So probably not going to help me too much. Because mine's breaking a little bit different to that. Up 2 inches as well, which is always what you want. You always want to give yourself that uphill putt. Putts don't break as much. They're just a bit easier, and can be that little bit more aggressive with it too. But this one, like as I look at it visually, it looks like it's breaking a lot more than it actually is. So these are the ones that kind of can trick you into being a little bit too overzealous with it sometimes. So I'm just gonna take it at that ball and hopefully send that home. No, yeah. See, that's kind of what happens. They have a little bit more break, then they don't have as much, and then they have a lot more again, and kind of puts you into that false sense of security that you're like, no, I can hit this at that line. Maybe if I hit it firmer, but no, we'll take par. That leaderboard is definitely a little bit behind, but 3 under through 5, not too bad. Okay, so they're all up there in the middle of the fairway. It's definitely one of the longer holes. Where's that pin? This is one of these pins actually that I was talking about. A little bit tricky. If you're a little bit left coming into that, you can find yourself in one of those bunkers. So just ensure to be in the best place you can be. Ooh, a little bit right. Not to worry though. It might give me a slightly better angle that's actually coming at this flag, rather than having to take it over the bunkers. So 205, Some part of me really, really wants to hit that 2-iron, but I just... You know it's just going to be too much. Like, even lofting that up is just going to carry way too far. Really left myself a bad distance here. Or at least maybe the 3-iron would have been a better inclusion into the bag, that's for sure. I can see a couple of comments have actually come in there. I'll be sure to check in on those in around the turn. I'm gonna just take a look at that green again. Okay. I just take it at the corner, straight at that roof. Go on, get up. Yeah, just in between clubs, but it is working out. Another one that was like, oh, touch and go big time, but got away with it. They don't always work out like that, but when they do, it's a nice sight, that's for sure. This one very similar to that last putt. Has enough break in it, but you know, it's just how much is it exactly? Doesn't look like it's breaking a whole pile, but it's enough to warrant some attention. It breaks back towards the end, so I'm just gonna... There we go, in the middle, yeah. I had to take advantage of it. I mean, you can't get away with a second shot like that and then not take advantage, so... That's the result we wanted, that's for sure. Maybe these guys actually aren't using tour clubs. There was me thinking, oh yeah, my team, my ball low was gonna... was hitting it so much further than them, but it's actually, I think it's just because I'm using tour clubs. So I'm just gonna leave this one alone. Hit it out there. Turning nicely in the wind. And roll down there perfectly in the middle of the fairway. It's definitely a good bit back. How far do we really want to chase this one up? If there's no harm, maybe in taking out that 2-iron and just... might just go a bit forward. Oh wow! Oh, kick right, kick, or just kick beyond that bunker. Just beyond that bunker will do. Wow. Okay. Didn't take into account that I was going to hit a draw there, so that's on me. That was just a error in judgment. So I reckon we could just be okay to go ahead and hit this one. Nope, that rough didn't take anything off it, and now it's rolling off the other side. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what happens when you don't pay attention to certain aspects of the course. Bites you in the balls big time. Again, not much in this. I think I've really just gotten away with it. Still have to make the putt, but we sure are in a good place to actually make this one. Subtle breaks. It's up 3 inches. I'm pretty sure we can just go ahead and play this like the last one. Yeah, bang in. Okay. So okay, that's behind. So that's not going to give me an accurate score. So 8 holes in, 5 under. Perfect. Right, now this time we're going to actually take into account the wind, and I'll hit some stupid ball down there. So take it in the trees. turn. It's a nice short hole. I don't like to leave myself too close to the green. Um, I don't like to do that either in real life. It's just I feel like, especially when you've got an awful lot of wind, it just messes around with the ball too much in the air. It doesn't go as far as you want it to, and I think ends up just making golf way tougher. And I think the example of that is there any ball? Oh yeah, there's a ball in the front, or towards the front of the green there, but it just makes things an awful lot harder. Beyond the flag is kind of where I want to be at the moment. I don't even mind if this is a little bit long. It's just seeing the line for your whoever putt that is. I'd rather not have that, thank you. Oh, it's my playing partners. Good effort. No, I'm good. I don't want that. Okay, down 1 inch is okay. Again, not breaking too much. A lot at the start, but kind of evens out as we get closer to the hole. So I think maybe if I just aim it outside, just outside the ball there. And bang. Okay, we're on a bit of a roll now again. Definitely kicked things into gear again. Right, okay. Okay, we want to be just beyond the flag by the looks of it. Actually, that's prime position, I think, right there. And anything on that line there is where you want to be. Okay, 167. I'm just going to leave this one alone. Wind should hurt it a little bit. Hopefully not too much. Thought it would move more. I thought the higher up it was, maybe not. Not a bad line though. Oh, he hit that one a bit firmer, he did. Unlucky. 3 of them there for par. See if I can knock one in from a little bit away. Definitely an outside chance. I wouldn't say this is by any means a guarantee. Again, it is an uphill putt, so like I've been saying all along, can always afford to be a little bit more aggressive, especially on slow greens. Oh. Gave it a go, that's all that matters. Gave it everything it had. And in she goes. Okay, so happy enough so far. Definitely achieved what we set out to do, which was to make as many birdies as we could in the front line. We've definitely done that. So now that we are moving into the back line, I'm just going to pop in and see the messages here. So Ian says, good luck, buddy. Jackson's giving hell. Nice shooting so far. Cheers, guys. Going through here, just chatting over and over. Okay, perfect. So just all having a bit of chat amongst themselves. I'll let them off to do their thing. Another short one here. How far? So they're roughly halfway between. So they're about 305. might just bomb one down there. Well, at least I'll try anyway and see how it goes. We're gonna go after it. Screw it. We're gonna go see how low we can go. Might as well. Like, I mean, we've nothing to lose really. There's no harm. We've set ourselves into a good position. I'll just try and keep that going. Okay, so that'll do. Happy days. So how y'all doing, guys? Actually, there's me being all rude and stuff, just chatting away to myself. Hope you're all doing well. I don't know if everyone's played so far. How did you get on? I suppose if you have played, love to hear how it went for you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna try and take this one over that bunker. It would have made it over if it actually if it stuck that line, but no, that's happy house. 330 down the middle, so perfect. Okay, so quite a bit out here, but now I'm the kind of person who doesn't tend to go for a par 5 if there's a chance that I'm going to be left with a ridiculous putt, but I actually think we could be okay here. It's that wind. I'm hitting draws and stuff. Just talking to myself here, making noises. But that wind is the only thing, and the green. It just means really leaving it out there on the left hand side and hoping that I can actually hit a pretty decent strike so that it comes back in. I just hit it. I get those crowds there. Oh, I hit a bit of a fade. Well, I suppose it's a first for everything. Yeah, it's not too long a putt. I'll take that. "40 feet, up a foot. I think if we can just knock this in, maybe inside 5 feet, give ourselves that opportunity to knock in the birdie and walk away. Nothing more, nothing less. Jeez, this could be straight. Very little break in this, but it does break 3 times, so I'm just going to go back and take a look at that start. Okay. And I do know I might just leave it out. It's literally at the ball. Okay, 41 feet. It was a lot straighter than I thought. But that's okay. I mean, I said get it inside 5 feet, which I did. Now all I need to do is tap in for birdie. And there we go. Right, back onto another par 3. These par 3s are not easy. They don't make them easy at Royal Lytham, that's for sure. Like this one, like look at that. Like it's literally just built on a slope. Which definitely doesn't make things easier when you've got a massive downwind along with it. So it's just trying to gauge um, how much you can actually, or what you can actually do with this. I'm going to hit that maybe a little bit back, and I'm going to see how that goes. Slow backswing's not what I wanted. That needs to kick on. Yeah, there we go. Fell for the trap. I nearly fell into the trap as well. Okay, important thing here is not to let that affect the score, so let's just try and knock this one in close. Ooh, that stopped up a lot quicker than anticipated. These are the real moneymaker putts. They're the ones that really, really count. Doesn't matter about holding the long ones. If you can't make those ones, what's the point? Actually, I'm checking the scorecard there. I think I've only birdied one of the par 3s so far. So, birdied the first, parred the 5th, parred the 9th. Yeah, so just the opening hole. Not easy. I mean, that first one wasn't much easier either. Okay. Okay, 77 yards to the pin. Probably just going to go ahead and hit this. Stay there. Yeah, nicely done. So as far as I'm aware, just hit 10 under there. That's through 13 holes? 14? 13 holes, perfect. As far as I'm aware, we are now tied for their final score, so everything after this is puts us in the driver's seat. Now, one thing I will say, actually, do you know what? I think T finished with a -2. Is he -1 at the moment? If he is, then his final score plus my current score actually puts us one ahead. But that's all hypothetical stuff. Ooh, this one I'm not gonna like. Okay. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I didn't really know how much to take off, but I think that was about as good as I could do from there, really. It's a tough putt from there. Ooh, unlucky. Left it on the edge. Do you know what, actually? I reckon I might have been better off if I went long and left this one off the green, because if this one goes long, I could be in serious, serious trouble. Okay. Oh, just around the back of it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I felt like it was a bit of a 50-50 one, so I'm okay with letting that one go. For now, anyway. Okay. I know there's a couple of holes coming up that I can birdie, so I'm feeling good about that. This actually being one of them, I think this is one of the holes that show up my practice runs. This is one of my favourite ones. Just it always seemed to play into the wind, like it is today even, and it plays into a bit of an upslope, so it's always going to drop nice and soft. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit it. I don't think there's really much more to it. Again with the little fades, they seem to be cropping in a little bit lately. But I mean, it's not like I was a million miles away. 6 feet for birdie. And just start to put some distance. There we go. So 16. So this is actually one of the, or this is the infamous hole where Sevi became known as the parking lot champion. Simply because he hit the ball so far right that it ended up like way over here in like some car park. Like back in those days wasn't out of bounds, so to move a load of cars and then you hit this like unbelievable recovery shot to like the right hand side of the green and then just rolled the putt the whole way across the green into the hole and walked on. You're just thinking he must have been dead and buried hitting it that far right, and next thing he's literally back in the game and just after birdieing it. So but you know, that was just pure Sevi-esque. So this should kick right, left, sorry. Yeah. Sweet. I'm always there, like, it always happens in my streams, I don't know why, but I just forget which is left and which is right. All the bloody time. No, maybe took a little bit too much off that. Thought the wind might have kicked it on a bit, but it kind of grabbed on that first. on that first bounce. So a little bit short. I was kind of hoping to be down there on the left hand side. I could I could end up down there in a minute, but let's see if we can hold this. Again, a lot of break. No, didn't hit it hard enough, but again, if I hit it any harder it was gone off the green, I reckon. So it's just about being smart and not doing anything stupid. I don't need to, realistically I don't need to power on at the moment. I just need to continue making my pars. It was definitely a hole I thought I could and should birdie. Okay, it can be. Well, now this one goes left. Right, okay. Kick right. Kick right. Ah. And there's the inconsistency starting to creep in. And to be honest, it just comes from not playing as much as I'd like to in the last week. But again, I'm not going to try and make excuses. Um, it's up to me to play if I want to win, and I haven't really played that much. Okay, pairs all day. I'll take them. Would be nice to kind of maybe grab a finish on a birdie and finish on a high. Definitely been a good round. Can't really complain about it. A couple of shots here or there were a bit leaky, but other than that, another par at worst here, and it's pretty much job done. Right, we can take a bit off this. Getting over it. It's one of those again. To be fair, I've got away with a few others, so I'm not gonna complain. Terrible line. Oh, that was so bad. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe I should have given that a little bit more attention than I did. But nah, screw it. It's a par. It's in the hole. 3 for 3. That's game, set, and match. So well played to Rich and Petulio. Definitely was. Once I saw the score 10 under, I was like, ooh, that puts pressure on a bit, because that you kind of have to deliver on the birdies. So I suppose when you get your score in there first, it definitely helps add that little bit of pressure on. But like I said at the start, just wanted to get off to a quick start, get some birdies in the card. I think it was 6 under through 10. So obviously that made the back nine a little bit easier, and it kind of gave me that comfort that I could, you know, make those few pars or have a few bad shots and still get away with it. So I think that was a 12 under to 12 under to 10 under win. So great game, guys. That was really enjoyable. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I wish we could have played live or teamed up properly, but yeah, I can't complain about the round. I'm just going to go back here and just see if there's any commentary. It looks like general chit chat over and back, so I'm not going to go into too much. Yeah, fair. It's just giving updates on the score. Fair play. Um, it should be enough unless the wheels come off. I wouldn't say it's unlikely. I mean, I've done it and I've done it before, and there'll definitely be rounds where I'll do it again. But guys, that's it for the moment. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thanks very much for tuning in and watching it. If you would like to see any more of my videos, there haven't been as many as I would like lately, just with how busy, but I am going to try and do a few more as we get close to the new game release. So hit the subscribe if you want to see any more of the videos. Like the video as well. That'd be absolutely awesome and massively appreciated. And yeah, have a fantastic weekend, and see you all soon.